How to install the mid-height bed rack using factory rails. Hardware bags 9000.20 and 9000.24 are not required with factory rails. The tools required to complete this install are cutters, a 7/16" deep socket, a 1/2 inch short socket, a 1/2 inch deep socket, a 5/32 Allen head socket, a 3/16 Allen head socket, and 2 ratchets. Step 1. Locate part number 3803. Then locate the mid-height truss legs. Then locate hardware bag 900022. Part 3803 will nest inside the mid-height truss legs. The cutout part number should be on the bottom of the truss leg. Secure them together using 8 bolts and nuts from hardware bag 9000.22. Tighten fully using a 1/2 inch socket and a 3/16 Allen key. Repeat this step until all 6 legs are assembled. Please note the base positioning. Driver side. Part 3807 will be nearest to the cab. Part 3808 will be centered. Part 3806 will be the nearest to the tailgate. The passenger side will be the opposite. Now we will need to assemble the base to the legs using bag number 9000.27. Pre-install washers on all the bolts. Now, secure part 3807 to one of the truss legs using the outermost holes. Then go ahead and fully fasten the hardware. Make sure the leg is square with the base. Now assemble part 3808 with one of the truss legs using the center holes. Now, secure part 3806 to one of the truss legs using the outermost holes. Once the 3 leg assemblies are done, repeat for the passenger side. Now pop off the caps on the factory rails and remove the tie-downs. If desired, the tie-downs can be reinstalled between the cargo track inserts. Now, you'll need the cargo rail inserts and bag 9000.13. Now slide in 3 cargo rail inserts on the passenger side. Repeat on the driver's side rail and space them out evenly. Now, line up part 3807 with the cargo rail inserts and loosely install washers and nuts. Then line part 3808 with the cargo rail inserts and loosely install washers and nuts. Now, line up part 3806 with the cargo rail inserts and loosely install washers and nuts. Then repeat these steps on the passenger side. Next, locate the armor side plates in bags 9000.2 and 9000.23. Pre-install washers on all the bolts. Now, grab the armor side plates and line the center holes with the holes on the middle leg. Once lined up, install a bolt and nut to hold them in place. Repeat this step with both the rear leg and front leg. If needed, slide the legs along the rail to position the legs and armor properly. Now you can fully fasten the armor side plates to the truss legs. Then line up the armor side plates to your desired length. Then locate bag 9000.23. Install 1 bolt and a nut at each end of the armor side plate. There should be 8 bolts and nuts for one whole side. Then go ahead and fully fasten the hardware. Repeat these steps on the driver's side. Now locate the crossbar center sections, crossbar ends, bag number 9000.10 and 9000.3. With 1 crossbar center section and 2 crossbar ends, you will slide the ends onto each side of the center section. Now, set the crossbar in between driver's side leg and passenger side leg. If you're working alone, you can extend the crossbar so it rests on the legs. Now would be the time to determine what length you want to set your load bars to. With bag 9000.3, pre-install all the washers to the bolts. We will be installing our load bars on the last set of holes on the load bar. Loosely install the bolts, washers, and nuts through the leg and crossbar. Then pull the truss leg inward to line up the holes with the crossbar. Now install the rest of the hardware for the crossbar ends on both sides. Repeat on the other end of the crossbar. Now, center the middle crossbar using the logo and holes as your guide. With hardware from bag 9000.10, fasten the crossbar center section with the crossbar ends with the bolts and nuts. Install the bolts and nuts using the outermost holes on both sides. Repeat these steps on the remaining 2 truss legs. Now, fully fasten all the crossbars to the truss legs. The tops of the crossbars should be flush with the tops of the truss legs. Then, fully fasten the base of the truss leg to the rails. Repeat to the remaining truss leg base. Congratulations! You have completed the installation of the upTOP Overland truss bed rack.